Hey YouTube, it's Mike here. I thought I would show you this little setup, and don't look at my shop mess, partially because I'm about to clean it up. This is a project me and my son and some other kids got messing around with. They're obsessed with gold mining, and so what I've done here, this is a piece, and this was built for like zero, basically, money, as per my usual. We made out of a steel galvanized 2x4 piece that worked as a trough. I have a hose here running water in, and right in where the hose first lets the water out, that's where we've been adding any material that a lot of it we got from a local pond, or a local stream. According to what I understand, there shouldn't be any gold in it. But then we added in some of these riffle pieces, which is just some, it's actually fish tank air tubing that we hot glued in. It didn't really work too well. There you can see one's come off, but the hot glue's still there. We come down and come down. It's a fairly long piece. You can see each of these kind of has a different amount of stuff in it. Here are a couple of magnets that I added to the bottom side that I had kicking around. We were messing around. So that's either iron filings or pyrite or something to that effect that's been sticking there. And then we keep coming down, and this is getting towards the end of that first trough. And then we have this here, which is actually a paint tray, and we utilized the natural ripples, and we added in, that's actually strands of wire hot glued in. Now I did add some pieces here and there you can see of lead, little cuttings and droplets. We did that because I had the oldest boy involved with this. I babysit, and so I had him actually go, and we researched gold mining and the weights of material. So we added some of this lead because it's supposed to be closer to gold in weight. And the other thing, we thought we had found a whole bunch of gold. I said, wait a minute, we better look into this. And so we looked to find the difference between fool's gold and real gold. Fool's gold will shatter or break when pressed or poked at, and real gold should mush without breaking. And we tested 8 or 10 pieces that looked gold that we found, and from what we could figure out, we actually had one piece that was gold. One little, he actually, the boy used a microscope, set. I'm gonna just shut this off because that water's adding a bit of a motion. So maybe now once it stops, you'll be able to see there's an awful lot of glitter in there. Most of that is the fool's gold. You'll see actually some of this I believe to be iron filings actually that's accumulated. But there is some intriguing bits of what appear to be gold or gold colored pieces in these riffles, and I'm just trying to see if there was anything. This is one of the ones where often there is some goldy looking pieces. So yeah, that was an interesting thing. I got to get this tore out of here because winter's coming and I need to get my shop back for snow blowers and whatnot. But this is and the other reason is this is a tote here that I got It's not real deep, but it's got lots of surface area. This is going to go into my indoor aquaponics system. The pump that we used is for my indoor aquaponics system. So these are two pieces that I did buy cheap on sale at the end of the year as the pond sale season was selling out. These are just pond pumps. This is a plastic egg cart we were using to see if we could identify any. I think there's a shiny flake in there, another shiny flake in there, so we would probably rerun most of the material that has stayed in these dimples as the water's run through, because you can see I drilled some holes in the end of this paint tray to let the water out, and then you can see kind of as the water trickles away how it's worked, and washing away anything lighter. Part of the biggest issue with this one is actually getting the material into it at a rate that it can sort it. I think that the narrow bit of this trough, and the fact that we don't have any, I looked around for some carpet or something like miner's carpet. I couldn't find anything that was kind of related. But anyway, as far as a basically free experiment to do with kids, this was fun. We watched some YouTube videos on gold mining and gold sluicing. I know my son and his little buddies there are huge Discovery Channel gold mining show watchers, and History Channel, Yukon Gold, and all those different shows. They just think they're awesome, and so that's what got us doing this. They had watched a bunch of that, and so we decided to design this, and we kind of a father-son project in the beginning, and then the other kids got involved, and we walked out to a creek we knew, and although it's been said there's no gold around here, there's the odd chance that, you know, out of a couple 5-gallon buckets we may have actually found some, or at least lots of shiny gold looking stuff that's probably fool's gold. And so it makes for an interesting project for young guys, you know, 5 and 6 years old. And even the one guy, the oldest brother of the bunch of kids I look after there, he's about 12, and he's the one, he also got quite the kick out of it, and I thought it was interesting. And I've actually got quite the kick out of it. So, you know, it definitely not something maybe for the more serious gold miner, but if you were going to try to build something free, that little sucker there, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's got a pretty good gold shine to it. Anyway, I got to get this all sorted out, so I think I'll try to collect anything shiny and keep it, and the rest of this has got to go and get recycled. Reason that 2x4, this steel 2x4 is so long is because I was not wanting to cut it in case I want to build something with it, and the paint tray luckily was a cheap dollar store one, and everything else gets recycled. The egg crate gets eggs put back in it, and so on and so on. Anyway, I know it's not professional grade, but hey, it was kind of a fun project. If you've ever tried it, let me know. I'd be curious to see what you came up with. But yeah, quite a hoot, and whether or not the kids learn something, who knows, but hopefully I encourage some sort of thinking process. But that's it for now. That's my gold mining experiment for this year, I think. We'll talk to you. Ciao.